This report includes graphic content. Viewer discretion is advised.
On Center Street in downtown Port-au-Prince, today a warning on how bad things can get. Haitian police fire in the air, trying to scare off looters who've broken into a damaged store through its collapsed roof.
There are two Haitian police officers on the street corner, but they're kind of just standing by and watching. They're protecting a building over there. They don't really want to get involved with what's going on over here at this point. They just don't have enough police officers on scene. So it's become kind of a free-for-all. Kind of word is spreading in this neighborhood that there are items available. They're climbing up, grabbing whatever they can. This could turn ugly very, very quickly.
They're not taking food. They're stealing boxes of candles. The young men on the roof take control and start charging others on the ground to receive the stolen goods. Tony Bennett, an American businessman, tries to keep the looting from spreading.
You own one of these stores?
I own two stores. I think they're busted too. This is why I came down with some weapons. You know, we're just trying to shoot into the air. I'm going to have them shoot a couple of rounds.
Where will they do that here?
Just here in the air, yeah. Because it's getting a little out of hand.
Tony signals for the police officer to fire in the air. It seems to work for a few seconds, but not much more than that. The policeman then tries to use a piece of wood to control the crowd.
This police officer is trying to insist that they return the candles that they've been stealing and that they come down, but they're not listening. The looters are just sitting on top of the building, basically waiting for this police officer to leave.
It doesn't take long. The block is now in the hands of the looters.
The American businessman, Tony, has blocked off the street in front of his business, which is just about 300 feet away from where the main looting is occurring right now. So he's used whatever debris he could find. Here are, an old table, some crates, pieces of vehicles, and they've closed off this entire street. He has those two Haitian police officers with him here, protecting his store. And look, they've been able to bring in a truck, and they were quickly loading as many of the food supplies from his store into that truck, and then they're going to take it away before the looters can get to it. Now, I don't know how widespread this is in this commercial area of Port-au-Prince. I've only been on this one spot, but from here I can tell you I can see about 400 feet in that direction, and they're looting there as well.
As supplies start to dwindle at the store with the candles, the looters become even more determined to get what they can.
The mood here is definitely starting to shift. Early on, there were a lot more women. Now it's really young men, and we're starting to see people walking around now with weapons, which we weren't seeing before.
A fight breaks out between a gang of men trying to steal from another man. One looter uses his belt to whip the man.
Now, if somebody takes away something, others will try to grab it. It's basically a battle between to see who's stronger.
You can just see a chunk of concrete or rock thrown by one of the looters from the roof. A young boy is hit in the head. That's him there on the ground, captured on my DV camera. If he stays there, he might get killed. I pick him up. I carry him to the barricade. Blood is pouring from his head. He's clearly stunned and can't walk. I hand him over the barricade. He's carried away. In the end, the store is emptied. The looters move on just down the street. We don't know what happened to that little boy. All we know now is there's blood in the streets.
Again, I don't want to paint a picture that that is happening all over Port-au-Prince, because it is not. I know for several days it seems like I hear from folks in the States on TV saying, that there's tension and frustration and violence. That's the first looting I have seen, and again, I was in a 2-block area, and it was happening on both streets, but I don't have the sense that it's happening all across Port-au-Prince, and I haven't heard reports that it is. However, it is a fear of what might come, and it is part of the hesitation on the part of some relief agencies in terms of just handing out mass amounts of aid without having security in place, without having organization and logistics in place, creating a kind of panic, creating a kind of frenzy that they can't control.